Live from Times Square.
All right, welcome back to GMA, everybody. And as you can hear, we have a great audience here this morning. We always wonder what happens up here when we're not up here. Well, take a look at what happened before we got upstairs. Yeah, some kids, they tried to take over. That is Aiden and Reese. And I hear they did such a great job.
He's got the laugh. Give me that laugh again.
But I heard they did such a great job that a few of us may not be here tomorrow. So thank you. And also this morning, you know what? We've got one of the funniest, hardest working men in Hollywood here. He was the highest paid comedian last year, and now he's adding author to his resume with a new book. Everyone, please welcome the one, the only, Kevin Hart. Hey, first of all,
hands to the kids. I was like, y'all about to have these kids interview me? I didn't know what was going on. All right, go ahead. What's up, man?
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Congratulations, man. You have a baby on the way.
I do. Yes. My boys can still swim. Yeah. Yeah. I still got some in there.
We got you a little something, man.
Oh.
This is a little gift for us here at GMA.
This is for me or the baby?
That's for the baby.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
And then once he's able to talk, we got that too.
My first interview will be with GMA. All right.
On GMA.
Well, if he's talking and still wearing this, something happened. That baby's a genius.
But
That's not gonna be.
This is going to be your third baby, man.
Yeah, man.
Third kid. Are you ready to have a baby around the house?
No, absolutely not. No. I tried to actually tell her. Like, I kept buying dogs. I held off for a long time. Every time she brought a baby up, I just showed up with a dog. And I was like, hey, what about this dog? You want the dog? So eventually, she was like, no, like, I want to have a kid. And I was like, but I got 2 kids. We married. My kids are your kids. And she was like, I know, but they grown. I want new ones. And I was like, stop talking about my kids like they used cars. That's why I was like, all right, no, I get it. You're absolutely right. I want to have a baby. So then we decided to have a baby. We actually planned it, which is crazy.
Great.
I don't know how I did that. I did that.
You also wrote a book.
I did write a book. I wrote a good book.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. It is getting incredible praise on the back of your book. I'll just read one of these, of many, many quotes here. Yeah. Before reading this book, I was an unemployed loser sleeping on my mom's couch. Now I'm living the life of my dreams. All thanks to Kevin Hart, written by Kevin Hart, professional athlete.
Yeah.
And it's all the other praise comes from Kevin Hart, somewhat funny comedian, Kevin Hart, award-winning actor, and Kevin Hart, life coach and ladies man.
Yeah, those are different versions of myself that gave the book the just due.
How did you get them to write a blurb for your book?
I just had to call the different versions of myself. Yeah, I'm very good at going in third person about myself. Kevin thinks this book is genius.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that was good. Now, on a more serious note, you actually dedicate this book to your mom.
Yes, I do.
She passed several years ago. She wasn't able to see you become the highest paid comedian in the world, see all the success. What would she have made of all this?
Well, you know, she wasn't able to see it physically. I mean, spiritually, I do believe that my mother is very much still present. That's my angel. I think that there's been a lot of moments in my life after my mom has passed where I was faced with adversity or you know, faced with the door that seemed like it wasn't going to slam in my face that did, and I was able to make it through those moments because of a smile that I knew that I had over me. I've always felt protected. So, you know, this book is dedicated to her for major reasons. I'm the man that I am today because of my mom. I am very much a hard worker and adamant about accomplishing goals that I set because I was taught to not start anything that you didn't finish. You know, I don't get to be this sexy without my mom. You know, these are things that you gotta love her for.
Yeah,
you know?
and you grew up
up in a tough neighborhood. You've talked about it, and you said
Yes.
it was thanks to her that you stayed on the straight and narrow.
Yeah,
that
no.
she was tougher than any kid in that neighborhood.
100%. My mom was very much worse than any gang that you could think of. You know what it was? Like, you know, like it's a difference because now, you know, parents, we're not the same when it comes to being physical with kids. You know, I think social media has changed everything. Like, I went to punch my son in the chest the other day, and I saw people looking, and I just gave him a hug. I just gave him a hug. I love you, boy. Y'all got that, right? Y'all got me saying love on those cameras, right? But back then, they didn't have that. So, you know, my mom didn't hesitate to knock my head off with whatever she could find. I remember my mom threw a cup at the back of my head, and it hit me, and she was like, do something again, it's gonna be a bigger cup. And I was like, but that cup was too much. Yeah, but now you can't do the same, man. But she was very serious about just keeping me on the straight and narrow, man.
She
you
did
know,
a great job.
no, she did an amazing job.
And now you're keeping us on the straight and narrow.
Yes.
Because if you want to read this book, it's mandatory to read the introduction.
You have to. You
have to read the introduction because there are 3 words you must know.
Here's why, okay, and I prep you guys, okay, when you read the book, because I know you all will. You need to know these 3 words. The 3 words are what, huh, and okay. Because when you read the book, a lot of times you're gonna go, what? Like, because you're not gonna believe that I said what I said, and then you're gonna go, huh? And then you're gonna have to accept it and go, okay, and then you're gonna keep going. So like it's the breakdown. It's the breakdown of the book.
One of the stories you share in the book is about accepting an award at a swim team dinner in high school. And was that the beginning of your road as a comedian?
That was the first moment where I got to see that I can perform. I swam pretty much all through my young life. I think from like the age 9 through the end of high school, I was on the swim team. Swim team was called PDR, Philadelphia Department of Recreation. They wrote a movie about it. It did very well. Nobody even knew I was on the swim team because I wasn't good. All these other kids were overachievers. These guys were junior Olympic trials, amazing. So at this banquet, this is where everybody got to get their awards. We're graduating, we're moving on. I got a participant award, which is basically like, let's just throw Kev something. That's what that was. So I get the award, and everybody had speeches. I wrote no speech. And I got up and I just talked about my lack of commitment to the team and how much I underachieved, and I apologize for like bringing the team down. I was like, it's been me all these years that's held us back. I was like, and the parents are laughing. My mom is actually laughing. Like, I saw my mom laughing, but that's the first time that I really like just riffed, went off the cuff, and I was like, yo, like this is a spotlight. This is what I enjoy, and I didn't know the definition of a comedian or how I go about it, but that was definitely the first inklet that I found in myself that I could do it.
But when you decide to become a comedian, tough crowds, man, some tough rooms you have to perform in. What is the craziest thing that ever happened to you on stage?
By far, Atlantic City. A guy threw a buffalo wing at me. Hit me in the face. Buffalo wing. Saucy buffalo wing. Hit me right in the cheek. A little bit of the sauce got in my eye. I cried a little bit, and I tried to be a man about it. Who threw it? Who threw it? Because I'm a man about mine. Who threw it? The guy stood up. He was big. I was like, I just want us as people to get along. And I just got off the stage.
So we saw the peacemaker right there. Now, is this true? I heard that if Dwayne Johnson runs for president, you're going to challenge him?
Just out of spite, yes. Just.
What about being his running mate?
I don't want to do anything next to him. Anything next to him. And I think he would look stupid in one of those president ties. No, I would do it just out of spite, just to put a dent in his campaign. That's the only reason why.
You have Jumanji coming out. He was always pranking you on set. I always saw the Instagram videos.
Here's what you don't know. DJ plays way too much, man. I don't like insects. I don't like animals. We were in Hawaii in the jungle, and he just kept, like, they had centipedes. They had these centipedes all over the place. You get bit by one of these things, it's over. Like, they're not poisonous or nothing, but in my mind, it's over. So nobody would see them. I don't know why, but I'm like the only one that kept seeing them. Like, yo, centipede, 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 centipede. I kept on spotting them. So, like, the prop guys would have to come and, like, get them out of there. I was like, you don't got to kill them. Just throw them on the other side of the island. I was trying to save them. The centipedes are like this big. And they bite you. They leave a nasty scar. car. So he started getting these little spiders because a lot of the scenes we got to start off laying down in the jungle because the stunt guys will do the stunt, but we got to pick up where they lay it, like where they end and get up as if we just did it. So we're laying on the ground and he put something in my ear. Like, and they were rolling, so they put something in my ear and they like action, and he started doing it. I'm like, centipede in my ear! Right. That's them laughing. That's them laughing. I was like, centipedes in my ear! Yeah.
You're successful for a reason. You walk in the room brightens up, man.
Daggone right it does.
You know, I couldn't even make that up.
No, you can't make that up, and I like how you did. That's a life lesson, okay? People, this book is absolutely amazing. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it. I'm big on information. I think that we all could use it because we all could be successful. Daggone it, get it.
And one more thing I got to say, though. You like to refer to yourself in third person, so go ahead and read yourself out here.
Hey, well, you know what? Let me tell you something about Kevin's book. I can't make this up, which is out right now, okay? You go get it. Why? Because at the end of the day, information is valuable. And here's what I provide. I provide that on a very high level. Go get it, guys.